This video is going to go over how to determine the slope from real life situations when given a graph. The first one we're going to look at, it says Carl is ordering lunch for his employees. The graph below shows the relationship between the number of lunches ordered and the cost in dollars. Identify the cost per lunch, and that's going to be slope. Another thing that sometimes this is referred to is called unit rate. I'm going to put that up here just to have another vocabulary term. Unit rate or constant rate of change. Constant rate of change. For each unit going down, how much is the other variable changing is what we're trying to determine. So, as you look at this graph, you can tell that the x-axis is the number of lunches and the y-axis is the cost in dollars. So what I'm trying to do is find a location where this line intersects in a perfect corner. We've talked about finding points along the graph on our own where you know for sure it's in a corner and you don't have to guess what the value would be. So those two spots do meet in a corner. I can connect those to determine the rise and the run. I also need to determine how much it's going up by. So if this first dot is at 211 and the second dot is at 422, now I can either make a table, which might be a good way to determine. My first ordered pair was 211 and my second pair was 422. Okay, the y's, the change in my y's, if I do y2 minus y1, that would be 11. And if I do x2 minus x1, that would be 2. Okay, I could put it like this, 22 minus 11 over 4 minus 2. Okay, so I have 11 over 2. If I simplify that and divide it, I would get 5.5, which means that each lunch is $5.50. $5.50 per lunch. The next graph we're going to look at, it says the graph below shows the balance remaining on Jason's loan after he makes each payment. Identify the rate of decrease or the slope each time he makes a payment. So this tells me it's decreasing. If something is going down, that's going to be a negative slope. So I'm going to also add that. The rate of decrease will have a negative slope. So when I determine my final answer, I need to make sure I have a negative sign on it as well. Okay, so if I zoom in, this graph already has dots for me. And it looks like they're meeting every time in a perfect corner. So what I'm going to do is just pick any two dots. And if I connect them, I can try and determine if I pick these two, this doesn't have a number on it. So I think I'll probably change it. Whoops. I'll probably change it and pick two dots that I know for sure have numbers matching up with them. Again, it doesn't matter. You can pick different ones. So this first dot right here, the x value is 2. And the y value is 1,800. So 2 and then 1,800. Then the next dot that I selected matches up on the x-axis with 4. And then on the y-axis with 1,500. So 4 and then 1,500. Now I can put those together in my table, x, y. My first coordinate was 2 and then 1,800. My second coordinate was 4 and then 1,500. Now, when I go to see how these are changing, if I do y1 or y2 minus y1, it's 1,500 minus 1,800. That's negative 300. Then if I do my x values, x2 minus x1, 4 minus 2 is 2. Now if I divide this, because it will divide down to be a whole number, that will tell me the amount he pays per month. 300 divided by 2 is $150. And remember, we said it was a negative slope because it was a rate of decrease, and it's per month. The balance remaining on his loan, every month it's negative $150. It decreases by $150.